Hello, friends and gentle bodies. Welcome to 2024. It is January, and I thought it would be very fitting to do my very first video in 2024. I got this idea from another content creator. I will tag this person in the comments or whatever you want to call it below in the description. Anyway, and it's called 24 Goals in 2024. I don't do New Year's resolutions because they're just it's not a good mental thing for me. If you do New Year's resolutions, you do you, boo. But for me, I just don't. I just don't. So, but goals, on the other hand, I want to do goals. I think everybody should have goals, whether it's, in the near future, long time, future, whatever. Goals are super important in our everyday lives. So I thought I would tell you what my 24 goals in 2024 would be. Not just, to hold myself accountable, but to maybe help you out a little bit as well. Set you some goals. It doesn't have to be 24. And I know I realize I'm a little bit late in the game, but I really thought hard about this. I didn't want it just to be something, change my diet, or, I want to start exercising like, typical New Year's resolutions are. This is something that I think is just better for me anyway. So, these are in no particular order. The very first thing is, first of all, I'm a photographer outside of this. So, my very first thing that I have written down is to be a better photographer, to learn, to grow, and, increase my standards and my content for what I put out as a photographer. And anyway, so being a better photographer. Number 2 is social media content. What am I putting out there? I think, because I was having a hard time, what do I want these channels and stuff to do? What do I want to say? What do I want to, what's my content about? And I think what I want to do is I'm kind of going to be the run of the mill. If I feel like encouraging you one day instead of making something, I want to put that out there. If I want to give you some advice or do a review or whatever, I'm going to put that out there. So that's basically my social media content. That's what it's going to be on all of my platforms. It's going to be just a little run-of-the-mill stuff. All right, number 3 is my dog, Harry. Okay. Anyway, Harry, who is my SDIT, his training, being an advocate, educate about who he is and all that. Anyway, so my dog, Harry. Number 4 is getting my house finished. As you can tell, I'm in a different location. We have been trying to remodel this house. We've been here for a long time. So we are trying to remodel so much of this house, almost every single room in the house. It is very taxing. So I would like, it's never, in my opinion, it's never really truly going to be finished. I think it's just, all the major things, I would really like to have it finished by this time next year. It may be a long shot, but that's the good thing about having goals is it's not taxing on your mental if something happens where it's not achieved. He sees somebody outside and he's, ready for them to come inside. So he's barking and saying hello. Anyway, Harry, here. Good boy. Anyway, so there's that. Homesteading. We have chickens and all that good stuff. We're not going to talk about how this world is, going, but I want to try to get into more of being self-sufficient and having a homestead to where I am responsible. Well, we are responsible for doing our own food and, things that are living necessities. Okay, so it's a little bit later because we had some stuff going on. Okay, so homestead. Okay, so now we're on number 6. We're on number 6.
Can I please?
Okay, so now we're on number 6, and that is to get my POTS better. POTS, if you don't know, POTS, if you don't know, is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is what I have. It is very debilitating, and I need to figure out how I can get better somehow, some way. Get to. Anyway, so there's that. Number 7 is self-growth, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'll give you kind of a little bit of an example is I love to wear makeup.
I want to wear makeup too.
Yeah.
I like to wear my pretend makeup.
So I love to wear makeup, and I don't wear it for anybody. I wear it for me. I wear it for me because it makes me feel good. It makes me
feel good too.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, self-growth. Number 8 is to continue to minimize and be simplistic. So, downsizing, having a minimalist life, too much chaos and stuff, not just with things, but with outside things that I don't do, that type of stuff. Just being simple, living a simple life. Now I like some nice things, but anyway, okay, moving on. Number 9 is practice gratitude, not just for the month of November, where everybody's like, I'm thankful for this, and I'm thankful. I need to practice gratitude every single day of my life. What am I thankful for? Even to the smallest of things. What am I thankful for in every day of my life, and actually
I'm thankful for my 3 boyfriends.
So anyway, and actually journaling that. So, all right, number 10 is travel more. I love to travel. My husband and I love to travel. We love to travel all different kinds of places, all different kinds of things. So that's what we want to do, is we want to travel more. Number 11, practice no impulse buying. I'm not talking about,
Mama, I said the number 2.
So, no impulse buying in the sense of I want to abide by my 4 things, which is, do I really need it? No, ma'am. Do I really need it? Can I afford it? Is it going to add clutter? Because remember that minimize and simplicity. So does it fit into that? And number 4, is it really going to add something to my life? And if it's not any of those 4 things, then I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to buy it. Remain teachable. This is number 12. Remain teachable. I think that is super important in our everyday lives, is we can learn something from somebody in our everyday life, whether it's a person we walk down the street, crossing paths, or somebody who we've known our whole lives, but remain teachable. I think we get so complacent with our, we already know everything and we're this age. So, no ma'am, if you want to sit down, you can sit down. So yeah, remain teachable. And number 13 is cook and vlog something new every single week. So each week, I want to make something new, something that I've not ever made before. Actually cook, so not a new drink or anything like that, but to actually cook something and make something new every single week and maybe, see something that I might enjoy. Number 14 is invest in a relationship in future. And I don't mean basically with money. I'm talking about investing in the relationship. My husband and I have been married for over 33 years.
My baby.
This year will be 34 years. And we are high school sweethearts and stuff. And he is the love of my life. I am his love. He's my person. He's my lobster. If you don't know those references, let me know in the comments and I'll let you know what those mean. But anyway, I want to find out more about him and ways that we can communicate better and things like that. Just investing in the relationship because we can always grow. And so number 15 is be more. This is a big deal. See, all of these, it took me so long to do these because these mean something to me. So be more present in social interactions. I'm very much an introvert. I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies and at different, situations. But so be more present in social interactions, doing a digital detox. When I'm at a party, see, that's another thing, I always want to be invited, but I don't necessarily always want to go. So, because of that introvertedness. But when I do go to social interactions, most of the time, I'm, in the back. Usually I'm the observer, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm usually like on the phone or something like that, taking some distractions and stuff. So I want to be present in social interactions because I think a lot of times we get so wrapped up into our technology and stuff that that we miss out on certain pieces of life. So, and there's a younger generation that's looking at you and, you might miss something. Let's teach them not to miss things either. All right. So 16 is choose a daily affirmation. I think that's super important. And then 17 is work on patience. I am probably the worst patient person. I am not a patient person. I will be one of the first people to admit that I'm not a patient person. So I definitely need to work on patience. 18 is eliminate negativity in all aspects of my life. The more that you surround yourself with negativity, whether it's, clutter or a mental thing or negative people or whatever. Yeah. And then 19, teach others. I think that's important. Just, even with you being teachable, I think it's important for us to teach others as well. Number 20 is I'm an ASL interpreter and I want to be a better interpreter. I want to go after my goals within being an interpreter, and I just want to be better. I just want to make that is probably my biggest thing that I want to do in life is to be, I know it sounds crazy, but I want to be a music interpreter that it goes around the world and interpreting music for everybody and everything. I love it. It's where my heartbeat is. All right, so there's that. And then number 21 is I want to live by the Will Smith philosophy, which is if you can't beat fear, than do it scared. I think fear holds us down.
Scared?
Yes, you do it scared.
Why?
Because we don't want to miss out on, you know, some life things that because we're scared and stuff we're not supposed to. Don't want to be, you know, fearing life. So yeah, do it scared then. And then 22.
Why are you scared then?
Number 22 is learn a new skill or profession that adds quality to my life. And whatever that skill is, whether it's for homesteading or a new career that, you know, can add to an interpreter or just a complete, you know, different profession in itself, I think that would be really, really cool, because that's just going to add a little something to my life resume, my life book. I think we're all in a life book, and whatever chapter that we're in, I think it would be good. Number 23.
Me and you and my mom.
Sure.
Me and you and my pop and my mom.
Okay. Number 23 is buy local more, and stay within the 100-mile radius of
Why
my
100-mile
purchases, you know, for my purchases and things like that. Number 24, so last but not least, and this was really, I have tried to work on this for a long time, and I really think that this really needed to be within my goals, is respond, not react. Don't base your life off the expectations of other people. We have a tendency as humans and stuff, we have a tendency of basing our life on what we expect other people to react or act or say or do or whatever. You know, we get bent out of shape because a person doesn't have the same reaction or the same response or the same action as what we would want them to be or do or say. And that changes our life. And we need to work on that. I need to work on that. If I need to make sure that it's more of a response and not a reaction, and not to base my life out of what I think somebody else needs to, or what my expectations are for other people. So that's my 24 goals in 2024. So let me know some of your goals for 2024. Do you do resolutions? Let me know what those are. All right. So after this, we're gonna start working on it. I know it's a little bit late in the game, but hey, better late than never, right? Thanks, y'all.